Good, MP.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Hart. Stars making a switch here. Booker's checked in.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star Game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. We've got Luka Doncic. James is out there with Sabonis. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Booker in at the 3 slot. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star Game coaches.
You're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star Game.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for the East. Butler comes in for Jaylen Brown.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
LeBron passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker outside. Over Butler. No good from Booker.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Sherry's shot is good. And the West All-Stars have possession. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lets it go. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Cherry shot is good.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Booker outside. With 2 seconds left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. East All-Stars lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Welcome back for the second.
In terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. East All-Stars ahead. They're up by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action.
Substitution on the court.
The West trails by 8. On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Luka Doncic out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's James. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. Cherry passes to Embiid. Shoots over Doncic. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And Doncic, here we go. It's hauled in by Bron.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Lillard with no one around. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Inside, Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid at getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
Lets it go from deep, and he nails it. The 3-pointer falls from Cherry. He's got 13.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here are the East All-Stars. They're on a 17-7 run. Takes it inside. Cherry shot is good.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Outside Leonard. On the wing, Doncic. Some nice passing here by the West. Cherry grabs the board.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. They trail by 16. LeBron sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. James, no good.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Man, I can't believe He blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Sabonis sets the pick for Doncic. 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. Here's Leonard. Good D by Barnes.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop. Oh, yeah. He's in this game for a reason, Kev.
And so it's the East All-Stars with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Both teams making substitutions here. Now a timeout called by the East. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. The East leading by 21. They've got Towns. Butler out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Cherry in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Here's Curry with the 3. East grabs the miss. 1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. Towns down low, defended by Wembanyama. Towns, the pass to Cherry. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 25 points in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Curry gets the bucket.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
The kick outside to Butler. This one for 3. Cherry can't get it to go. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. The tray. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Beal. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Barnes screen on Booker. Here's Cherry. Banked in off the glass.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Lillard against Curry. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Goes up the baseline. Cherry can't get it to go. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.